bipartisan Safer Communities Act, the first bill, practically within hours of taking the oath, was a bill to fix our immigration system.
Yes, ma'am. It was called.
Stop right there. Fix the immigration system. Yes, they presented it. It allowed 5,000 illegal immigrants to come across the border daily. Now you do the math. 5,000 times 365 days a year. That was what was in their immigration bill, instead of staying on the other side of the border and waiting. So let's hear the rest of this.
The U.S. Citizenship Act of 2021.
Well, here's the truth, and let us not have revisionist history, shall we? Because on day one, simply with the stroke of a pen, not an act of Congress, the Harris-Biden White House, they reversed all of Donald Trump's border protections with executive orders, and then they bragged about it. And they lied about the border being secure for 3 years. But take a look at this.
So we have rescinded so many Trump immigration policies, it would take so much time to list them. We rescinded the Remain in Mexico policy. We rescinded, of course, the public charge rule that deprived vulnerable migrants from accessing.
They rescinded stay in Mexico policy. Therefore, we now have between 9 to 12 million illegal immigrants in this country, including nationalist, terrorist, people from China, Russia, Iran, North Korea, Venezuela. Hello, folks, you better wake up.
Certain critical life benefits. We have restored the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program, the DACA program. We have rescinded so many and have restored so many that he really dismantled.
Can you believe it? So there you go, a government official telling you exactly what they did. And we now have millions upon millions upon millions upon millions of illegal immigrants. They're not illegal immigrants. They're illegal aliens. They're people that do not belong here. People who did not come here legally, like both of my sister-in-laws and like many of y'all's friends and relatives. I've got a friend in New Mexico. His mother and father immigrated here years ago. He's a first-generation American Mexican. God bless them. They did it right. Now, you got all these troublemakers here, criminals, New York City, Miami, Phoenix, San Francisco, and all these other little towns. The gangs, the Venezuela gangs in Aurora, Colorado. That's not a joke, folks. That's serious. They have a list of how many people have been criminalized, not criminalized, but attacked, murdered, raped, robbed from illegals that entered this country under this policy that was rescinded. We didn't have this problem in 2016 to 2000. And if you don't put Trump back in office, it's going to be not only worse, you are not going to be able to raise your kids and your grandkids like we were raised and like we raised our children. This is what you're fighting. Not to even talk about, you've got China, Russia, North Korea, Cuba, Venezuela, Iran, all ganging up together as an axis of evil against the U.S. And if you don't think for 1 minute that they're not planning on attacking this country one way or the other, you are sorely mistaken, and you are out of your flipping mind not to believe that's going to happen. China is going to absolutely take over Taiwan if Harris gets elected. Russia is going to take Ukraine. Iran, along with its proxies, are going to nuke Israel. You wait and see. Venezuela and Cuba, they're going to put military arms and ships from Russia and China there at our southern border. Folks, I'm telling you, you need to see this, the big picture. And she's going to have the nuclear codes, folks. She's lied all along. You got to remember, oh, he's as sharp as a tack. He's good. And all of a sudden, she gets dumped into the position. She was the first one off the stage from the Democratic debate. Nobody wanted her, but she was installed. She's not even running the country. Biden's not running the country. She gets installed. She's still not going to be running the country, but she's going to be in charge. Please wake up.